Hi, and welcome to this week's Arrange Your Own demonstration, right from our New York studio space. I'm Charlie, part of the H.BLOOM design team, and today I'm going to show you how to do 2 or 3 different looks using all of the flowers that we deliver right to your door through the Arrange Your Own subscription. Now right here is everything that's going to come to your door this week. We've got beautiful pink roses, we've got purple dendro, over here we have butterfly bush, we've got pit, we have bear grass, we have aspidistra, we have galax. So what you'll notice is really what we're trying to do this week is show you how to bring in greens and grasses, not just as a way of filling, but as a way of adding texture and dimension and color. So we've given you plenty of greens to play around with this week. So we're going to jump right in with our first design, and we're going to use a fishbowl shaped vase. And I'm just going to grab these 2 dendro, right here. I'm going to add some water. Now, not very much, just about 1 inch at the bottom. And first, take one of these galax leaves. Place that right in the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of bear grass just to add a little bit more color and dimension. This is our bear grass. I'm just going to cut off anything that doesn't look brilliant green. I'm going to actually take individual pieces and just sort of do them in little wisps. So then once you have this, you can then snip off some of the top buds, because these little guys are not going to bloom, and just cut them down enough so that they can fit into your vase. Make sure that the bottom of the stem is touching the water so it's getting a drink. And then simply line the inside of the bowl. Now that's just a really easy way to make a centerpiece or maybe something for an office. So here, we'll put this aside and we'll get started on our next look. Many of you may notice this or recognize this as the vase that we use for our weekly deal subscriptions. So I'm sure some of you have them lying around if you're subscribers. So we're going to utilize this right now. For this, we're going to do something a little bit modern. We're going to group these beautiful mini callas. And I think I'm going to use some pit. Nice big piece of pit. And get this, and then I think I'll do four pieces of my galax. Now the first thing, fill with a little bit of water. And I'm going to use the galax as a way of lining the vase. So just snip off these stems and just feed them right in. And we'll begin with our greens. So I like to arrange my pit in my hand and just sort of gauge how long the stems are. Give it an initial cut, and then you can place them in. Now, a really easy way to arrange callas is to just grab them in your hand and then pull up. Don't grasp too tightly because you don't want to cut off the circulation of the stems. And just sort of pull them up so they're all at different levels. Callas are just so structural it's easy to make a really beautiful sort of contemporary arrangement with them, with really minimalistic arranging. So we're going to take these and place them going off to the side. Again, make sure that your stems are coming below the calyx, which is lining the vase. And then I think a little bit of snake grass could be fun. So we'll take some of our snake grass, or I'm sorry, our bear grass. And I'm just going to do a quick little twist, like that. And with some of my floral wire, I'm going to tie it off really easily so it keeps that nice full ribbon. And just place that right in there. And that is a very simple contemporary look. So now our final look, we're going to do something a little bit grander. It's going to be something that you can use as a hostess gift, you can use as a centerpiece, you can use in your entryway, anywhere where you want to bring just some effortless elegance. It's very simple. We're going to do a drop-in arrangement. And let's start with these 2 aspidistra leaves. First, we'll fill with water. I'm going to start off by lining the inside of the vase. Really easy to do. I like to take the top point of the aspidistra leaf and stick it in because it's the most flexible. So it can wrap around the bottom. And then just do the same thing on the other side. We're going to again use some of our pit. We'll take some more pit. I'm going to take this butterfly bush. Now I'm comparing it to the vase, and I want this to sit a little bit higher than the pit. And I want it to go all the way around. I'm picturing this maybe on an entry table or a dining room table, so you want everybody to have a view of the blooms. Now our roses. Once you have your roses in hand, just turn around and look for a spot that you think could use a little extra bit of color. So I'm going to place my first rose right here, nestle it down right in the pit. Again, a perfect place right here in between the 2 butterfly bushes. And a great way to add something a little unexpected to an arrangement like this is to take your bear grass and just do a twist like this. Then we take our floral wire and with your fingers, which are getting more and more nimble as you do this every week, I'm sure, tie this around. Got a great accent piece to top off. Find an easy place for this to just stick right in. And there you have an effortlessly elegant centerpiece. Thank you again, and I hope to see you next week.